you go.
I was like, I found it.
What's
Days
up?
later, I went my
Yo,
junk email.
we back with another one. And so I think y'all already know who Darian and Punk are, but we have another viewer today actually that wanted to come up onto this show, and so I said,
Yes, sir.
"Fuck it, let's just do it." We gained 81 subs in less than a month, guys. Continue hitting the sub button. Just continue. I don't even care. Just continue hitting it. Let's reach 200. Can we reach 200 by the end of March?
Yes.
I'm challenging y'all. Get us to 200. Anyways, Chris, you want to introduce yourself?
What's up? Wait, y'all hear me, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I bet. What's up, everyone? I'm Certified Chris, man. 17, bruh. I do TikTok. This thing's not focusing. I have 10.9K, and I'm a ATL everything fan. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, excited to be on the show, and never know, I might be on this thing full time. So never know, but let's
I'm
just
fine
have
with
fun, talk sports,
I'd be-
and let's
yeah.
go, bruh.
Chris,
If anyone else wants to do any introductions, otherwise we were going to get right into this.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So I want to mention something before we really get into everything here. We're going to be ranking quarterbacks. I think, as everyone knows at this point, I think I've said that about countless times. I think I said that weeks ago, and we failed to do that, but it's okay. We're here. We're here full time. We're going to be ranking quarterbacks 1 through 10. I want y'all to know this. This is not purely like stats wise. So that's why you might see your favorite quarterback dropped in my rankings. If you don't like it, let me know in the comments why. And I might not. I might respond, might not respond. You know, we'll see. Just don't ask for Mac. Just don't ask for Mac Jones in the top 10, and you'll be fine. Anyways, we're gonna just we'll run from there. So I think we can all agree from this past season, because I'm still including Tom Brady in these rankings because he was part of this last season, and we will do a new ranking in a few weeks, like after free agency starts and everything, who we think will be the top 10 quarterbacks of next season before the season starts. And then again, this will be an overlap of everything we've done. So I think number one this past season was Tom Brady. And the reason is he had a great regular season. And you know what he did? He took that into the postseason in a game against the Rams, who had, let's be honest, they had one of the best pass rushes. And his O-line, I'm gonna say it blatantly, they fucking sucked. They fucking sucked. And you know what? He still took them back from a 27-3 lead. You know what? If it wasn't blown for a bad coverage, they could have won that game behind Tom Brady. They could have. And if he did, that would have solidified everything. If anyone has any disagreements, you can let me know.
I still got Patrick Mahomes number one. Wait, hold on. We're talking about this season.
Yes, just this season, not like
okay.
I'm not. No, Chris. We will do a new ranking based off going into next season if you want next Tuesday. Again, we'll figure that out, right? I had Aaron Rodgers too. I dropped him below Tom Brady because of his playoff performance, but again, I'm not going to drop him too far. Just you're going to hear my next quarterback, and I'll explain more into why I have him at number 3 and not over Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers played in.
Who you got at number 3?
He hasn't said yet.
I'll give it to you in a second. Just wait. Just hold up for a second, okay? Number 2 is Aaron Rodgers. He had an amazing season. And I don't want to discredit anything towards him, but that award, the MVP award, could have even been given to Tom Brady. Let's be honest. It could have. That to me, that was between those two, and then Jonathan Taylor to me was 3. Maybe even 3 was Cooper Kupp. Whatever you want to say. Because Cooper Kupp did have one of the greatest seasons. We'll rank receivers on next Tuesday's show too. Aaron Rodgers was a great quarterback. I think he coordinated. Let's be honest. It's not like he had a lack of talent, but he didn't have the most talent around him outside of Devontae and Robert Tonyan, who did play, I think, till week 9 until he tore his ACL. It might have been a little earlier, but again, he is another great quarterback. You guys have any other disagreements, or we can continue? I think. And number 3.
I say just do the list and then we'll pick at it afterwards.
I gave number 3 to Patrick Mahomes. I know he had a great finish this season, but the reason I dropped him a little more is because he did force a lot into coverage in the early season. He did not start out well. And yeah, I get it. You know, they picked it up. But what I'm saying is, as the full season, if we look at the full season, he wasn't the best quarterback or the second best quarterback. To me, he was the third best, but that's still not to say he wasn't an excellent quarterback.
That's not third best. That's iffy. Third best.
I'm actually gonna put the link in the guys, I do this every week. I forget every time. Here we go. You guys can go click this link if you want to come join the talk. Anyways, number 4 to me was Josh Allen. Had an excellent playoffs. So you know what? He's the top 3 quarterback heading into next year if Tom Brady doesn't return. I'm saying if, because Tom Brady does have a chance that he will be coming back. There's a chance. Those rumors are swirling, and they're behind everyone's head because everyone's worried about free agency, but they're not worried about Tom Brady coming back. There's a chance. Chris talks here. What up?
That's my boy.
It is a rumor. It is a rumor Brady's going back to the Patriots.
It's not gonna happen. They have Mac Jones.
I don't believe that's true.
It's not gonna be that's true. It's not gonna be them, but he will come back he will come back, I think. But it just matters on where.
He should.
Anyways, number 5, I still have Russell Wilson up there. Listen, I know he got injured, but let's be honest. Between the weeks when he was healthy, who started out hotter than him? No one. No one started
in the beginning of the year? Beginning of the year?
Yes. When he started out.
K1.
Before he gets injured. Wait, before he gets injured, who started out weeks 1 through, I think it was 5 before he got injured? Or was it 4?
I'm sorry. I had to disagree with that because we're going with the whole season.
I have to go with Kyler Murray,
Kyler Murray was not a top 5 quarterback. Come on, man.
No. I'm talking when you said who was hot, like who was hot in the beginning, bro.
Oh, I thought you were saying he's at 5 for the whole season. I'm like,
no. I'm saying
Kyler Murray and maybe Dak Prescott to start the beginning of the season.
Oh, that was on fire.
I mean, Dak was on fire. Look at Dak's off. Well, here's saying what I'm again. You can. I mean, Russ was still a top 10 quarterback. I mean, you can even give this to Joe Burrow if you really want. If you want to talk about this single season by itself, he did have an excellent season too. I'd be fine if you give the Joe. I mean, like I said, I just don't think like when we talk about talking about how this season started. And Russell Wilson was definitely like a top 3-4 quarterback when it started out. Like he was definitely that quarterback. And if he never got injured, I'm just saying he was that quarterback again. I'd be fine if you gave Joe Burrow number 5. Again, Russell, to me, like going into next season, though, I'm going to give a little header into this. I think Russell heading into next year is a better quarterback. If he can
see which team he ends up on, though. That's another thing to think about.
He's staying. He is staying. I think everything – listen, I know all those rumors, but we've heard these rumors for years. It doesn't ever change. He's sticking with Seattle, I think, to me. Again, 5 and 6 are flippable, Russell and Joe Burrow. I had Stafford up here. Like again, he had a great season. You know, I get he started off with Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods, finished off with Cooper Kupp. OBJ will not be back till about week 9 of next season, so we'll see if he ends up on a new team or just perhaps sits out for a while and then comes back. I think
you read his contract. He has something in his contract with when he left Cleveland about getting paid, that injury. They got him for another year. He can sit and still get paid next year. They said.
Yeah,
but he's not going to go anywhere. They're not going to get rid of him.
The next quarterback on my list is Justin Herbert. I know he had a great season, but come on, I had to drop him because here's the fact of the matter, right? He had a better roster around him than, let's be honest, Derek Carr, who made the playoffs over him. He had a great roster on him. He put up great stats. I get that, but come on, what importance does these stats that he put up matter if he didn't get anyone? Again, I'm not going to drop him outside the top 10 because I'm still fair about it. He's still a great quarterback. I'm going to give him that, but he is. I don't really think I can put him above the quarterback that won the Super Bowl or the other quarterback that was in the Super Bowl. Again, Justin Herbert's a great quarterback, but how important are his stats? Because Like, I mean, how important are his stats, really? Let's be honest. If he's not doing anything with it, how important are his stats?
Facts.
And to me, that might just be me, but I would rather have worse stats and make the playoffs than better stats and not go anywhere. I would. But I'm not going to say that doesn't make you a great player at your position. Again, he had great weapons. We're not going to sit here and slack and act like he didn't have Mike Williams, a great big toss, 6'5" receiver that can go up and jump and get the ball. And he didn't have Keenan Allen, who put up 1,000. Just saying.
Plus Austin Eckler.
And then he had a great red zone threat in Jared Goff when he was playing, and it was a third down tight end. I get that, but again, he still had a great offensive line. He had a better offensive line. He had better weapons around him. He had a better offense around him than Derek Carr. But number 9 to me was Kyler Murray. His injury did hurt him a little bit, in these rankings because he only played, I think, 12 games, 13, maybe 12, 13. And in those games, like I said, I think as we've all heard, and I think as we've all heard me speak on him, yes, the rumors are most likely true about what his teammates have said about him. He's immature. He doesn't have a great attitude when the team's losing. So he needs to get that fixed up to be a top 10 quarterback. Chris, I don't know if you heard about the rumor. We talked about this last week. He said he wants $55 million a year. Chris, that's more than motherfucking Patrick Mahomes who won a title. Just saying.
I mean, okay.
Hey, you got to believe in yourself. You got to believe.
I get it. But let's be honest.
$55 million.
What he has done, he has not proved himself to be worth more than 40 because that's what Josh Allen's making. He's not even more than Josh. He's not worth more than Josh Allen.
Look. If he wants $50 million, right? How's that gonna help the team? You have to build a team, bro.
Do we wait? Can we bring up the point that his team's already in a cap space hell, and they can't even bring back Chandler Jones. They can't bring back Chandler Jones. You know what? I'm sorry. I know Patrick Mahomes has been, or not Patrick Mahomes, but I know he's only been in the league for now 2 years. Kyler Murray, but with this request, is he acting selfish? I mean, think about it realistically. He sounds like a selfish quarterback. Because let's be honest, we all know that the Cardinals are in a cap space hell as it is. They might as well be overpaying a receiver who the report was that they had let him take just days off. And that's not great work ethic. He didn't keep his he didn't play as good as he was when he was on the field. And I think he needs to have a great year next year. But they might be overpaying a few guys there, but they need to bring back Christian Kirk and Zach Ertz. They need to bring them back. And if they can't do that because Kyler Murray wants all this money, if I'm them, I might as well just trade him because he seems selfish. Let's be honest. Trade him to a team that can pay him. Just saying. I have 10.
Trade now.
I think Chris already knows who my number 10 spot is.
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr. I mean, come on.
Dude.
And I'm sorry. The man led a team without great receiving weapons outside of Hunter Renfrow and Darren Waller for half the season.
Wide receiver 1 gets arrested.
No wide receiver 1, no head coach, no O-line, and a mid. I'm saying mid defense at best. That defense was not elite. It was mid. It was a mid defense, 14-20. That's where it was. That's where it ranked. I don't know exactly, but it was in between there. I mean, and people want to make this argument for Dak Prescott. And here's my point. He didn't even get, and I know Derek Carr didn't go further, but Derek Carr did not choke away his game and hurt his team because, I'm going to go run a quarterback run in a fourth quarter game with only 13 seconds left, and I'm not even going to let the ref touch it, so we can't, run another fucking play.
Big fact.
If you blame the refs as a Dallas Cowboy fan, don't talk to me. Your quarterback lost you that game.
Big facts.
Let's hear from
Derek Carr. To me, but here's my biggest point though. Derek Carr and Dak Prescott, am I wrong? They had similar stats, but Dak had a loaded offense. He had one of the best offenses in the league.
Yes. Come on, bro.
And I'm sorry, yo, trash ass,
best right guard in the
yo,
NFL.
trash ass head coach, yo, head coach, and your offensive coordinator need fired. They both suck. And if you want to go win games, you better get someone that can lead the team. Because you know what? You know what your issue is? You have no fucking discipline.
You know what's funny about them? During the regular season, they play their asses off. They march down the field. They put up points. They can beat you. They can beat you down, run you over, pass the ball out the stadium. But when it gets time to make the playoffs, they suck.
In the big game,
I got to say.
In the big game, I want to say this. I think Dak Prescott might be the biggest choker. I know that sounds crazy, but they're favorites every year. They're favorites.
I would not pick them and count on them to win it once they hit the playoffs.
I had them losing in the first round because of how bad they are in the playoffs. Okay, what's up, Chris?
Chris,
okay. First of all, let me say something about the Cowboys. First of all, they're in the no disrespect to y'all, but NFC East, okay? So Giants, Eagles did all right? I think the Cowboys had the easiest schedule.
Wait, let him finish.
I think the Cowboys had the easiest schedule in the NFL, bro.
31st, yep. They had the second easiest schedule in the league.
Exactly. And when they played competition, they lost. Bucks lost. Yep. Chiefs lost. Y'all, Raiders lost.
Yes.
Cardinals lost.
Broncos lost.
Exactly. Yeah. I know they blew out my team, but still, we weren't that good.
But my point is, when it comes to the big game,
and then the 49ers lost. Boom.
They choke. Mm-hmm. They suck. And for people every year, right, to come out here in the offseason, I want what you're smoking, because your confidence level would come up on my lives and tell me, it's our year. It's just crazy. It's crazy. How do you believe in this team after 32 years of failure and one of the worst owners out there? And I'm not saying he's worse than Dan Snyder. Dan Snyder might be worse, but that report came out.
Yeah, he is.
Jerry Jones. The report came out. Jerry Jones. He paid him supplement money because I hope he has filed sexual harassment against him. I really hope he is. Mm-hmm. That old man.
And there's probably more than them too.
Oh, you know what? Honestly, Cowboy fans, don't defend him. This might be a blessing in disguise. What?
Yeah, you back. You froze at one point.
Oh, I said this might be a blessing in disguise if they lose this guy, because this guy doesn't know how to build a team. He's overpaid. I'm sorry. He overpaid DeMarcus Lawrence, overpaid Amari Cooper, overpaid Ezekiel Elliott, overpaid Dak Prescott. You overpaid for your O-line, who's still not the best in the league.
So what do you think is their problem? Because they got talent.
It's a little. It's the coaching.
It's the coaching. Kellen Moore, Mike McCarthy are horrible.
Here's my number one point. Why I bring up the coaching staff so much. Name me one coaching staff that has gone on to go win a title that wasn't disciplined at all. Never happens. You need to be disciplined. And in that playoff game, they were not disciplined. They were just throwing they just had every penalty. And then your guys' the discipline from the Cowboy fans is immensely low. The way you guys go out and blame injuries, I don't want to hear jack shit from you guys about injuries. Because we have a Raven fan in here. And if anyone knows about injuries, he's going to live up to it. If anyone knows about injuries.
That was us too. We suffered through a lot of injuries too. We had half our team playing.
The Raiders suffered through injuries. We
did not have the easiest schedule last year. To come out with the record that we came out with the injuries that we suffered, man, I gotta tap my hat off to them boys, because they actually played games with people they was picking up off the street.
Yeah, no. At one point, you guys
we standing in line. Eric, you one coach and I'm one coach, and we're going, what do we want? And you always got the one guy that nobody wants to pick. Mm-hmm. So they like, oh shit. Oh, we just gonna take you.
I'll be honest, for what that situation was worth, Tyler Huntley might deserve a starting job in the NFL. And honestly, I've said this to Chris before. They should go try and make a trade for their future quarterback.
Well, guess what? You brought Tyler Huntley up, right? Your quarterback list, your top 10 list that you brought up. I didn't hear you mention Stafford name. Did you mention Stafford?
Oh yeah, no, I did. Yeah,
He did.
You did.
I think it was 6 or 7.
Okay,
I was.
you didn't mention Joe Burrow, did you?
I'm sorry. What'd you say? I didn't hear you.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I brought up Joe Burrow's name.
Your list is exactly the same as Mark Tannenbaum's, but it is not the same order.
Wait, who? Who?
The exact. I'm looking at. I'm on ESPN website, and I'm looking at the quarterback, the QBR, the quarterback ratings this for the last season, and you got the same top 10 as he got, but it ain't in the same order.
Yeah, but I don't even know who. I'll be honest. I didn't even look at. I don't look at anyone else's. I didn't look at his. I don't even know who the hell that is. I'll be honest. But
it's funny because Tyler Huntley is on there, and Tyler Huntley is on there before Heineke, Trevor Lawrence, Carson Wentz, Jared Goff, Case Keenum, Ben Roethlisberger.
No, that's what I bring up. Okay, listen.
Baker Mayfield.
Tyler Huntley.
I mean, he did better.
Here's my point, right, Darren? The point of the matter is, what do you do with Lamar now? Because I'm not saying Tyler Huntley is better, but how do you build this offense? Because I'm sorry, no matter the weapons, Lamar's been inconsistent throwing the ball. Okay.
First of all, I don't care what quarterback you put back there. If you don't have an offensive line, you don't have a quarterback.
If you
don't have an offensive line, you don't have a quarterback.
I know that. I know all about that.
I experience that. I experience that every year.
That for 7 straight years.
You haven't experienced that for the last
boy
6
Patrick
years.
Mahomes back there.
No. I've endured this for the past 9 years.
Bro, you know Matt Ryan, he's like.
He's going whoever quarterback you put behind that line that cannot block is going to run for that life.
And that's my point, right? You guys are spending money. I don't know how much money you guys have entering for agency. You would know. You're the Raven fan here, okay? I'll be honest, right? What are you guys gonna do? What are you guys finally gonna fix the O-line or what? Because I'm sorry, you're wasting talent on that offense because Lamar's not. Maybe there were times that Lamar should not have ran the ball. Yes, there were times that he should not have ran the ball. He should have actually tried to pass it. You have Mark Andrews, one of the best tight ends in the league, top 3, top 4, whatever. However people put their tight end list, he's the top 3, top 4 tight end. That's how it is. But if you know your O-line cannot block well, adjust. There's a way to adjust to everything. We saw.
You know how you adjust? You let that man do what he do best. His natural talent. Do you see Kansas City changing, Mahomes? Mahomes playing the NFL football like he's playing in the backyard. Mahomes has that natural.
He had an elite O-line. When they finally got adjusted, they had one of the best O-line.
He does.
But also, since the year they won the Super Bowl, if you notice, it's been declining. You were seeing Patrick Mahomes run for his life more and more each season. Last year, he did a lot. This past season, he did a lot of running for his life behind that line of scrimmage.
And you want to mention how that offense is decreasing. You got to look at the talent on that offense. I'm not saying Travis Kelce and Tyreek are bad, but they need another weapon to complement them. They do.
Okay.
And we'll see what they do in the draft.
If the Ravens don't get
Creed Humphrey was the best rookie offensive lineman probably in this draft, this season.
Third-round pick, bro.
He was a third-round pick. And then you know what? That guard, Trey Smith, he was a 5th rounder, and he was one of the best. So I don't want to hear shit.
Okay, sorry.
What I don't want to hear is you can't get talent in the late rounds. You can. Nate Hobbs, Hunter Renfrow, Max Crosby. Those are all 4th and 5th round picks. Those are talent.
They do it all the time. They get talent because you gotta. Some people slip in the cracks. Like this morning, I'm listening to the radio on my way to the doctor this morning, and I'm listening to the sports channel 105.7, and they was talking about the Columbine, how people go have a poor performance. They come out of the college ranked top 10. You're a top 10 offensive lineman, but then when you go to the Columbine, you have a poor performance. You move out of that top 10 bracket, and you no longer is a first rounder. You become a second rounder. But
And
what you did on that field when
Yeah.
you played, you're still the same person.
Yeah, no, I want to
They
mention,
should-
like, you look at all this, right? And I think we can all agree on this. Just because you go to a bigger school, you're not better. It doesn't mean jack shit.
Yes.
Antonio Brown went to Central Michigan.
Bro,
Okay.
Tyreek Hill went to West Alabama, I think. I don't know.
Darius Leonard went to
West
South
of
Carolina
Mississippi
State.
Valley,
Wait, FCS
I
school.
think, yeah.
He went to a FCS school. Max Crosby, Eastern Michigan. Mac. There are talent outside of the FBS top 10 teams. You do not need to go drafting players from those college teams because they went to a big school. They had all this competition. Go look at some of the lower schools. They will bring out the best of talent. And I'm not saying Carson Wentz is a great quarterback, but he was the best quarterback to come from a small school. He was one of the better quarterbacks, and I don't know why small schools are so slept on. This is it's weird because it's really bad the way it's slept on.
And you know what? There's a lot of record-breaking people that play in these small schools too.
Well, I think we all heard the guy I brought up. Chris didn't hear this, but there's a receiver coming from North Dakota State. He is 6'4".
Oh, I heard about him.
210, and he runs a 4.38. He's what? I really think he will be great in the NFL. Brian Edwards went to South Carolina. I know that's not the smallest of schools, but that's still a small school. I mean, just because you went to a bigger school, does that make you more talented? No.
No.
Like Alvin, yes, okay. I was going to bring up Alvin Kamara, but I realized he went to Tennessee. That's not the smallest of schools.
That's what Deion Sanders has been saying.
I mean,
I think there's a guy coming from his college.
Went to Savannah State, bro. Like, come on now.
What?
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp went to Savannah State, bro.
Yeah.
Well, and I think there's someone coming from Deion Sanders' college.
Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
You know what? Mention South Carolina. They've been putting out some really good talent in the NFL.
South Carolina State produced.
Yeah.
South Carolina State produced.
Wait, state or regular college?
Darius Leonard came from South Carolina State. There's my point, okay, guys. If we want to continue talking about quarterbacks, we can, but we can also mention the top 5 running backs if you guys want to.
Ready, shoot. I know my number one. You ain't nobody.
This season or overall? This season or overall?
Just this season. We're talking about this season.
Okay, JT's number 1.
Everybody number 1 should be this guy.
That's obvious.
Yeah.
I mean,
who's number 1?
JT.
Jonathan Taylor.
That's
4.39 speed. Freaking
what's up?
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor should be number 1.
1 wasn't even in question, to be honest. And here's an argument we can have about this, right?
5.
Derrick Henry or Jonathan Taylor. I know it sounds crazy, but listen. Jonathan Taylor, he is a more over. He runs about he gets the same amount of yards almost a week, right? He does 80 to 90 plus a week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can we not? Do we not realize Derrick Henry is a momentum running back? He doesn't start off week 1 and 2 great. He builds into the year, and I'm not saying Jonathan Taylor's better. I'm just saying there is an argument to be made between who would you rather have? Would you rather have a momentum running back who takes 2-3 weeks to get into it, or a running back that just does it all year? And I honestly would take the running back that does it every single week, all year long. Now, again, you can say Derrick Henry. You're not wrong. Those are 2 great running backs. Don't take anything away from either of those running backs. They're elite, both. Those are probably 1 and 2 when fully healthy. Just saying. This was his first injury. Now let's watch out because running back is the most replaceable position in football.
Big facts.
If Derrick Henry had this injury, this is how it works. You get 1 injury and it builds into another, into another, into another. Again, let's be on the lookout. I'm not wishing injury upon him. I'm just stating running backs are so replaceable. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying he's not good. Now, I will be honest. One of my stipulations when making this list, I think I talked about Chris with this. I said they had to play more than half the year. So I do not have Derrick Henry on any of my running back on any of my running back lists because he only played 8
so we're
games.
doing that. All right. So
Yes, I have to put some type of stipulation in because if you played less than half the year, I can't put you in this list. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. That's how it works. Okay, who played
Who's
the
your
most?
number 2?
I got my number 2.
Who's your
I
number
had Joe
2?
Mixon. Joe Mixon had a great year.
I got Nick Chubb.
I mean, Nick
You got
Chubb and him
Nick
were
Chubb?
close. They were two. They're my
I
two
got
and
Najee
three.
Harris.
Huh?
Ooh.
No, it's too early, man. I get it. He had a great year, but those yards per carry look horrible. And if you want to be honest, Javonte Williams, his yards per carry and everything, and he had a similar year and less rushing attempts. If you are taking up 300 plus attempts, I hope you're able to get 1,000 plus yards. Just saying. But this isn't to disrespect Najee Harris. Najee Harris is a great running back, but he's not number 2. I can't put him over Joe Mixon, who had a great year too. I can't put him over Nick Chubb.
Yes.
And I also don't really put my rookies in the top 5 year 1. Here's why. I've learned this lesson, okay? And I've learned it because if you put them in the top 5 and then they disappoint year 2, what does that make you look like? It makes you look like you overrated him, and that's what I'm not going to do, okay? I'd have him in my top 10. I'll give you that. I have him in the top 10. I told Chris this. I will put a rookie in the top 10, but I want to see what they do in year 2 because what I said the same thing about Justin Jefferson. Don't put him in the top 5 because of one great year. Let him continue to do it and continue building his resume, and I was right about it. He is a top 3 to 4 wide receiver this year. Again, he was elite. I had also Dalvin Cook in this consideration. He had a great year.
Mm-hmm.
And Austin Eckler, who had, I think it was 900 receiving yards.
Mm-hmm.
Not 900 receiving yards, but 900 rushing yards on, I think it was less attempts than most of these running backs.
Rushing yards. He had 12 rushing touchdowns.
I think he also had 8 receiving touchdowns and another 700. Dude, he had a great year overall. But yes, Dalvin Cook. Not Dalvin Cook, sorry.
I was going to say, what about Dalvin Cook?
I have him. Yeah, I have him in this. I'm saying,
damn, you froze again.
Najee Harris does this again. I will put him in the top 5. What's up?
What the hell is going on? All 3 of y'all froze this time.
We're here.
Huh?
We're here.
Yeah, we're here.
Y'all back.
Yo.
I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know.
Y'all was talking and the whole screen just went out.
Yeah, this app kind of, it's a little iffy.
Hey, you gotta use.
But those are my top 5. I will do wide receiver and tight end next week because I gotta make that list. I didn't make that list. I think those are great running backs. And yes, I know you brought up Najee Harris again. I just want to see a rookie do it for more than 1 year, and then I can give him his respect of that. But I'm giving respect.
Insider. Funny thing, bro. I made a TikTok on it before the season started. I said Najee Harris would be a top 10 back. And of course, people call me crazy because what? He's a rookie, right? Why would I say a rookie's gonna be top 10 in the position? They haven't played a snap.
In a way,
but now
he had I will be honest, in a way, it was a little overrated for like the rushing yards. Wasn't it? You look at those yards per carry. It's not great.
Let me look at this stat line.
I think it was like 300 rush attempts for like 1,200 yards, which isn't bad. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying a little on the end
rush
of
attempts.
There is another factor to consider with Najee Harris. He played behind a terrible offensive line, so
he did. I know.
Kind of had to. So yeah.
Yeah, I know.
But I don't use that excuse because like Jonathan Taylor plays with.
But he kept up. He is what kept them alive.
Yes, big facts.
They needed that run game that they didn't have for a couple years now, and without the run game, we see how they play. They're bad. They need that run game so they can pass on you like they do. If you put them pin their shoulders back and they have to pass all day, they're not that great of a team. They can't do it. They can't do it. They can't just pass on you the whole game unless you don't have no defensive back. Then they're gonna pass on you and they're gonna kill you. But if you got good corners and a good safety, they're not gonna be able to pass on you all day. They need that running game, and he provided them that jump start that they needed. And he carried them. I mean, I think he did a good job this year, and I think he's gonna be good next year. You do what you did without a good offensive line. Just imagine if he had a good offensive line.
He had a great year.
How
I'm
would
not
he
discrediting. I'm not discrediting him. I haven't once discredited what he did. I'm not saying he had a bad year again.
But I gotta say this: running back should not go in the first round. That's all I'll say. I don't know if y'all agree with that, but
no.
Listen, running back should go in the first
to me, running back is so replaceable. And I'm not trying to disrespect the position.
Yeah.
You guys at the top of your position, all respect. The running back is the most replaceable position in football.
And you always got it. You always got a hot, bad, fast, quick, power running, speed to get to the outside. You got one coming out every year. You got a couple of them coming out every year.
You can find them anywhere in the round.
Yeah.
Second,
I mean,
third.
And if I see a running back
James Robinson was
year,
undrafted. Like, come on now.
Who was?
Mm-hmm.
James Robinson. He was undrafted, bro. You see how he popped off?
He popped off his rookie year. He hasn't. I don't know. He got injured this year, and he also has limited carries. But I think Travis Etienne's gonna be a star over there too. But if we want to, we can move on to our favorites. Before free agency starts, this is before. Who are your favorites to come out the AFC and NFC? I mean, AFC is to me it's easy to name off the top three.
What the hell is
that? My door. Touch my door again, I swear to God. Fucking streaming over here. God damn. I have Cincinnati up there, Kansas City up there.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I see this is the year for Buffalo Mafia to go to the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All you hear is get the fuck out of here.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
I have Cincinnati. I really put. Oh, I see what I did. I said Cincinnati Bills and Buffalo Bengals. I switched around. I'm sitting there like, bro,
we got two new teams that was added to the football conference.
Actually, that's a new discussion. I think I posted that to our chat, Chris. We'll bring that up later. Actually, let's stick on topic. You got me on topic. Anyways, Cincinnati Bengals. I have Kansas City Chiefs and Buffalo Bills as the top three teams. To me, are the favorites to come out the AFC next year, unless something drastic happens.
Early. Yes.
I know it's early, but again, you can make your projections. You know.
But the Bengals have a bunch of cap space. The Chiefs still have a good core. They just have to fix defense, and Bengals have to fix.
And I don't know if you know this. I don't know if all of you guys know this, but this is my worst nightmare. But they could actually open up in just restructuring contracts, and they can open up to $85 million with cuts and restructures. The Kansas City Chiefs. And I'm fuck, man. If they do that shit, I
read that. Orlando Brown wants big bucks.
I forgot that you went.
He wants big bucks to say, but I read that who was it?
He can fly down here. I mean, shoot.
Was it Cincinnati? The Bengals. The Bengals was trying to get him.
If they get him, honestly, what's up, Boston?
The Bengals was trying to get him, but they be a fool. They let him go, and they got the money to keep him. And what you just said, I read that they're going to do some reconstruction of these contracts. They're going to surprise people next year because if they do that and they able to fill in them key spots that they need to fill in, and with the draft, it's going to look kind of ugly next year for the AFC.
I mean, like I said, I don't know. I'm not crazy to say it, but I don't know what they're really going to do at wide receiver. I think they like what they got at receiver. I think they like the speedsters. They love the way their offense rolls. They just need to fix up the key defense. If they fix up that defense, it's either them or Buffalo. And Buffalo needs to make some big moves. If they can go get – I'm not saying they will, but Christian McCaffrey's been linked to them. And if he stays healthy and he's on Buffalo next year, another team. Cincinnati. These are the top three teams to come out of the AFC next year. I have the Titans. If they can actually get, a good, offense coordinator, and they don't – and if Derrick Henry and AJ Brown can get going, they're. I mean, I don't see a team outside of them at number 4. I'm not saying they're better than those 3 teams, but again,
I see the Titans the same way that you talked about Dallas. You hear this every year about the Titans. Oh, the Titans this, the Titans that. The Titans going to go to the Titans going to take the. Last year was what? The only team that was still in Titans' way was who? The Colts. That's what they said last season. The Colts. Titans did
they're
what?
wrong. The Colts weren't that good. They had Carson fucking Wentz.
Yeah, but the Titans did what? They did the same thing Dallas did.
And
Sure.
we want to talk about the Colts. I'm not.
No,
I'm going to
no,
go
not
to the
the Colts.
point.
I'm talking about the
I've said this
Titans.
before. I'm going to go to the point. I've said this before. The reason they didn't make the playoffs is not because of only Carson Wentz. It's because they did not give him weapons. Outside of Michael Pittman, who did he have to throw the ball to? Nobody. That offense was ran through by Jonathan Taylor and Michael Pittman. T.Y. Hilton, if you bring his name up, I don't even want to talk to you about it. I don't even want to talk to you. I don't even want to talk to you because if you want to bring up him, I don't know why. Hell, let's just go bring up Randall Cobb because, he was a big contributor to the Packers, right? You can't just bring up any receiver he had on the team. Not every receiver works out or pans out. T.Y. Hilton is out of his prime, and he's a wide receiver 4 right now at his finest. That's what he is. NFC, man, I don't know how this team became so underrated. They just went to the NFC Championship. The motherfucking 49ers, and I don't see a way Trey Lance plays any worse than Jimmy G. And if he plays any better than Jimmy G, they will come out the NFC next year.
I gotta
and if they stay healthy, they have to stay healthy too.
How that plays out, like
he's put in a. Trey Lance has been put into a prime position to succeed. If he doesn't succeed, it's only on him. But you know what? I think he's going to succeed. You got an elite receiver, an elite tight end, and a good up-and-coming running back who is arguably top 10 this season, top 11, whatever.
How many times we've seen quarterbacks get put in that position where they surrounded by hell of a talent, offensive line, but mentally they're not in a game.
Yeah,
they get happy.
I get what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying
they get the pocket.
There to me.
That's what I said.
A few games, so he's straight.
For Trey Lance, for me, I would have to wait till the season start. I would have to wait for preseason kick
and also
see how he go along, get a couple games, and then to see once the season kick in, then I might make a decision on him and like, okay, the 49 is going to be a force. But if he flop, they got nothing.
Yeah, I know.
They got nothing.
And the reason I'm not putting the 49ers or the Rams first is because you look at it, and if they bring back the same roster, we've seen teams do this before, and it never works out. And they'll be the next team to flop. They will be the next team to flop if they bring back the same exact roster. Again, I'm not saying that's to be disrespectful, but again, how many teams in the past have brought the exact same roster back because that's what they want to do? They don't want to make any changes. How many teams have actually done great with that? Not many. Again, we'll see.
The Patriots have done it, but that was like in the 2000s. But
I mean, they didn't bring the same exact roster back because they still made changes, and it's like it seems like what I'm hearing from the Rams is they want to bring everyone back, and they're not going to have any money, and I don't think they have any second. I don't think they have a first or second rounder this year. They have a third rounder. That's the earliest pick they got, so that maybe they even trade that away to go get something for to move for another guy to help maybe raise their stock. I don't know. They apparently they don't like draft picks. They have never liked draft picks, and they're just like, take them all, guys. We don't want
Sean McVay's the new George Allen.
It's crazy. I don't know. Just depends with free agency. I don't really have another 3. I don't really have a 3 with the NFC. Like the rest of the NFC is just dead. Like you can say the Seahawks are up there with contending, but I don't think they are. They're not contending in the AFC.
It depends on what they do in the offseason.
Packers, it's heavily dependent on what they do. Again, they're a choker team. Dallas, you're going to choke in the first round no matter how good your record is. You can go 17-0. Jerry Jones will probably, get filed with sexual misconduct the week of your fucking first round, and you'll fucking flop or something. I don't know. Just how it works. You guys are just. And we can also bring up the brightest NFL futures next if we want to. Unless
Bengals, Bills.
unless you guys have
Those
any
are-
other NFC teams you want to bring up.
Nope.
The Dallas Cowboys looking there.
Honestly,
Right.
like
Yeah,
Minnesota, if they
Yeah.
make the right moves this free agency, they will be a really good team next year.
Oh no! Inside, I got you. Shad, bro. That's all I gotta say. The Eagles.
Who's he a fan of now? Is he a fan of like the Cardinals now or something?
Dude, he got exposed, bro. He was wearing a Cowboys jersey, bro. He said he was an Eagles fan, bro.
That dumbass
What?
man.
They're NFC East rivals.
Yeah, watch. Washington, watch.
Bro,
The
you
next time the
give me-
Commanders go win that division, he's gonna be a Commander fan.
Dude, if you ever seen me in a Saints jersey,
This is the same guy that came on my live during last offseason and tell me the Eagles were a special team. Oh yeah, special ed or whatever.
Wait,
you
what was the
wanna
record?
consider
What's the
them.
record?
Were they 8-9, 9-8?
No,
I don't
his
know.
9-8
he
or
said the
10,
Eagles
yeah.
were gonna go what?
Wait. It gets better. He said their Eagles were so special they were going to go 17-0. And I looked at him. I was like, boy, what you been smoking?
And he was
Yeah.
serious,
Give
bro.
me
He
some.
wasn't joking.
Pass the blunt. What the
He
hell?
wasn't
Hey, man,
17
listen,
Oh,
listen.
so fast.
I want what he has because I want the like, I just want to feel how he feels towards the Eagles because I would never want to feel that again. Trust me. I would have brain damage from feeling that way. I would want the like, what's the word? I want to feel the way that he feels about the Eagles. I want to feel that way about the Raiders. I haven't felt that way in like 12 years. Help me.
You know what's sad about the Eagles? I really do like that team. When they had a great defense, they didn't have a good offense. When they had an all right offense, good offense, they didn't have a great defense. Like,
Mhm.
I want to see them put together
The
an
same
offense.
song and dance can go towards the Saints with Drew Brees. Elite offense, never had a great defense. At the end of the career, no offense, just terrible. I mean, great defense, whatever, right? If you guys want to bring up, we can talk about the brightest futures now.
Bills, Bengals are two that absolutely stand out.
Bills, I wouldn't say they have a brighter future. I want to talk about like the future, not like 2 years ahead, like 5 years, 10 years down the road. Like I'm talking about the Bengals because they're really young and they're really good. I want to mention the Eagles, the Jags,
3 first-round picks.
and
The front office messes the Eagles up. Their front office is what's messed them up. They don't make good decisions.
I know. I'm just saying right now with 3 first-round picks, if they actually get that right. If they do, I'm saying that if they go get
And you know they're gonna screw it up though.
Andrew Booth, Kobe Dean, maybe. No, I think they're going to draft the guy Devin Lloyd. I'll be honest. I think they draft Devin Lloyd. I'll be honest. And if they draft Devin Lloyd with DeMarvin Leo at D tackle, it's over, man. That defense is going to be pretty nice for the future. But I know an underrated team I want to talk about is the Texans because if they get this trade right, if they can at least get a second rounder or something, or even just a bunch of picks and assets for the future, and they can get rid of Brandon Cooks and they can open up free agency cap space and they can get some assets for the future, they'll be a great team because Davis Mills was arguably one of the best rookie quarterbacks this year. If you want to look back on his resume, he had one of the better resumes of a rookie quarterback, and that is a quarterback. It's 21, and they need to build
Plays for the Texans.
Yeah. Don't forget, if the allegation's clear for Deshaun Watson, that's another trade piece they do have too. So
that's what I said. I
could
said
get
if they can get some assets for Deshaun Watson. Now, I don't think they should release Brandon Cooks. I think they should trade him for a 4th or 5th. That's what you're going to get from him.
They crazy. They asking for too much. And for them to get rid of Deshaun Watson, it's going to have to be a 3-team trade.
Not necessarily. It just depends on it just depends what team. Now they need if they can ask for 1 first and 1 third or something. That's fine. I don't
They
care.
asking for a lot, man. They asking for a lot.
But they're not going to get that, and they're going to have to realize that. And they're not.
The rumor when I keep reading about it, the rumors are saying that is going to have is most likely is going to go down with a 3-team trade that to help balance it out because not one team is giving up what they're asking for.
Yeah, no. I'll be honest. If they can at least settle for 1 first and 2/3, I think that's kind of worth it. I mean, that's what you're going to kind of get for a quarterback that didn't play in a year, but we all know he's a top 10 quarterback when he plays. He's elite when he plays. Now, it just depends what team is he going to go to. Again, we'll see. I have, I named off a bunch of teams. You can say the Giants if they don't fuck this shit up, but they'll fuck this shit up. The Jets, honestly, they might have one of the brighter futures. That's to, talk about. I think the Raiders have a bright future.
Jags. Oh my god.
I already said the Jags. Yeah. There's some teams that are like really
Dude,
bad.
I believe in T-Law, bro. Much as people doubt on him, bro, I believe in him, bro.
If they
literally, he was beaten up this year. I think he's gonna do
their
well.
their first overall pick.
Like he's a top.
Their first overall pick should be their left tackle of the future in Evan Neal. Protect his blind side and give Travis Etienne somewhere to run. Just saying. And give him one receiver. What's the topic? Hey, Eric, if you want to join up there, the link is up here. If you want to come up in here, we can all discuss. I don't know. We're kind of near the end of this stream, if I'm being honest. But
hey, don't beg. The link is there, man. Anybody want to hit it on up. We welcome all coming.
Anyone's welcome. I've been saying this. That's why I invited my good friend Chris up in here.
We don't shut the door on you. We welcome a good conversation.
Even if you bias, bro, it comes from
that's why I asked for anybody for the Bills Mafia. Yes. Come join us because y'all are the biggest. Let's say I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be disrespectful, but God damn it, the Bills Mafia, y'all are rude and disrespectful. We will welcome any of y'all to come up on here.
No, but listen. Something you have to realize with the podcasting world, and I think we all know this, to really succeed out there, you have to be unbiased. You have to be. I joined that. Yeah, you're fine, Eric. If you want to hit me up on DMs, lvraiders.media, man, go hit me up. Anyways, something you have to realize in the sports podcasting world, people don't want to hear biased opinions or opinions motivated by your emotion or how you feel. Mm-hmm. They have to be facts. And stuff that maybe you can discuss and bring up and talk about, and that's what we're here for.
I just make sure I will
final question to wrap up this stream, okay? Because I think we're gonna wrap this up. Well, I mean, I don't have like 12 more topics to discuss. If you,
we went.
I've kind of been told to stick under 2 hours. So, anyways, what is one team? Because I'm going to have Chris answer this first, and then we'll go to Darren, Punk, and then I'll answer last. What is one move that you want to see your team make? Trade, pick up, draft. I don't care. Like, just name me a pickup or two. I don't care.
All right, bro. Here's a scenario, right?
Okay.
We're gonna all right. Can I say multiple ones or just one?
Yeah. I don't care.
All right, first one, I don't care. Resign Cordell Patterson, bro. What he changed our offense so much, bro, as a Deebo Samuel. So yeah, that's one move. Please keep Calvin Ridley. I am begging. I don't care what he says. I don't care what everyone's saying, bro. Ridley, stay, bro. I'm praying, bro. But
hey, Chris, I do not understand that move. What is the beef with Calvin Ridley and them? Because
bro, I don't know. He said he wanted to take a mental health break.
All of a sudden, I fucked his name up. Calvin Ridley. It's been thrown out there in the news. He wants to go. They having problems. What the hell is the problem,
bro? I thought
and that's here's the thing. In the real world, that's not always going to be a release. So we may not know until either A, he's traded, or B, this is resolved. And I really hope for your sake, Chris, this is resolved. But listen, I've said this, and I know we're not bringing. I know you haven't brought up your draft pick, but your draft pick to me. Go draft Derek Stingley. Get yourself a cornerback duo that will be scary for the next 10 years, man.
Yes. So think about Ridley, bro, before I get in the draft, bro. Okay. Yes. I know multiple players has mental health. We're all humans, like all of us. He's a normal human.
Everyone has mental health issues at times. And that's fine.
Yeah. So I'm not into that. But the only thing I'm thinking about is either A, since we might go rebuild mode, he doesn't want to be part of that, which I'm like, all right, sure, fine. Or he doesn't want to be a wide receiver 1. That's really it, though, because he was a wide receiver 2.
I mean, I'll be honest. Like, I really think he could be an elite receiver 2 on the right team.
Yeah.
And like, I'm just thinking, like, say Chris Godwin leaves the Bucs and Calvin Ridley goes over there. That'd be a nice wide receiver 2. Just saying. I'm just saying. I don't know how you feel about that first round pick I named you, but Derek Stingley is an elite corner when he plays.
So
I think
top 4. I think it's 4. Yeah.
Now, if you could make a trade to go get the Giants' 5 and 7 pick, would you be okay with trading away Matt Ryan and your 8th overall pick and a future 3rd for 5 and 7, and then you draft? I think he's going to be a star, okay? I know it sounds crazy, but you draft Malik Willis at 7. I know that may be a little early, but I think he's going to be good if you give him an O-line in free agency. And then number 5, you can draft whatever defensive lineman or defensive player you want. Because I don't know who's going to be there. Maybe even Kyle Hamilton's there. I don't know. I'm just naming off guys that could be possibly at number 5. Would you trade your quarterback that's that old? Or would you just rather pick it out one more year?
One more year.
Maybe draft
Bryce
Young.
Bryce
Young. I mean, hey man. No, only people can wish, right?
Yeah. All right. So these are my top 4 guys before I answer that question.
Yeah.
Whoever the guy, I don't know, say his name, the guy from Oregon. See,
Kayvon Thibodeau?
Yes. See, in the way I'm saying the 4 players, it depends if they fall. Yeah, it depends if they fall to us. It depends if they fall to us.
That's fine.
So him, Derek Stingley Jr., I forget his name, Kyle Hamilton. He's from Atlanta because he reps there. So yeah, hometown kid, and Sauce Gardner.
Yeah, I honestly like.
And worst case scenario, I don't think they're going to do it, but the way the Falcons are, they might do it. They will draft. Who's that guy from USC? That wide receiver, bro.
Drake London.
Drake.
Dude,
Drake London.
I'm not gonna lie. Okay, if you made a trade back, right, number 8, and you got like number 13, and that team's like 3rd round pick or something. I don't know. I'm not saying you're gonna get their second round, but say you got like even their 3rd round pick, right? And you drafted Drake London with like number 14, and then your 2nd round you drafted like an O lineman or something. I don't know, whatever best available at that position, right? Again, you need everything you can get, and honestly, your number 1 goal in this free agency would be probably O-line and D-line. Those are your top 2 positions. You need O-line. And D-line, I'm sorry, Grady Jarrett cannot carry on 3 guys by himself.
He get double team every play. That's something.
Bro, he's sitting out here. He's like, guys, get some pressure. I'm getting triple teamed. And they're like, I was struggling. We're all fucking struggling.
Like, he's a beast run stopper. He
is a great run stopper. And Deion Jones, Forsay to Lukun, that's kind of your future at the linebacker. That's great. Yeah, but what you need to be able to do is you need something and honestly, free agent market. What are you looking at DN? You maybe Emmanuel Agba? I mean, he's a free agent now. And that'd be like, he's 28. He can get for a 2-year deal for like maybe 12, 14 million. I don't know.
Dude, I swear, old GM that paid Dante Fowler all that money, I had that weird feeling. I was like, I remember Dante was good when we got him because I think he had 11.5 sacks last year. But at the same time, I was like, bro, that was with the Rams with Aaron Donald. So it's like, boom. But this man, I had a weird feeling. I just had that weird feeling. All that
it was a reason of situation because he had an elite guy. He had the probably 3rd greatest defensive player of all time. To me, that's it. I mean, in the cut market, because there might be a chance that the Raiders go cut, Nick Kwiatkowski, maybe go get another linebacker that can help that linebacker set.
Yes.
Even maybe an Anthony Hitchens.
Oh yeah, and resign Russell Gage because apparently it's unrestricted.
Yeah. Honestly, probably even fine. I mean, like, I don't think Drake London and Calvin Ridley would be a bad duo, but you also need O-line. There's so many holes on this team. You need to figure out what you're drafting.
Now. I'm about to call this right now, and y'all can save this right now. I'm gonna come back and screen record this. What time is it? 9:03. Chris Lindstrom, our right guard, he's gonna be an All-Pro next year. He gave up 0 sacks last season, bro.
You're at the 50. Hey, by the way, you're at the 59-minute mark, so you can go screen record the 59-minute mark. Just saying.
Yeah.
Anyways, I mean, that's not bad at all. I mean, outside of him, you just need one guy that can help, him. Maybe even Tyler Linderbaum, if he falls to you guys, go draft him. He's a center that has great potential to be something. I'm just saying. You can name any other move you want. Otherwise, I can move on to Darren. You can keep talking if you want.
There's really nothing else. It's D-line, O-line. Matt Ryan's gonna stay one more year, and gotta see how Arthur Smith.
One more year, man. 1 more year of suffering. No, I'm joking. Anyways, continue. Darren, what moves do you want to see the Ravens make?
Well, I would like to see them make a move on a defensive end position. We need guys that can put pressure on the quarterback. And we just haven't had that in years. 4 years now. We haven't had that. Put pressure on the quarterback.
You want Trayvon Walker?
Well, as it looked, what they looking in the draft is not a pressure down a defensive end. They what I've been reading, like, is a little rumor on the Ravens website that they're trying to go after Zadarius Smith. You keep bringing back people you let go that you couldn't afford to keep. But everybody you let go, when you let them go to go to another team, they do better. So my whole thing, even if you draft a good guy, my problem with them is this. What is the coaching staff doing or your development team? Because we have a problem with our guys developing. We have a problem with them reaching that level and that potential that they should be, and they're not. Mm-hmm. But when you cut them and let them go, name a Raven player that didn't go to another team and succeed.
Can't do it.
Everyone they let go somewhere else and they succeed. They have a better year. They have a better year. And then when they go do good, what you want? Now y'all trying to get them back. Y'all trying to get them back. I need them to plug them holes up, work on that offensive line. The defense was okay. They wasn't great. They was okay. Yeah, injuries hit. Now you got everybody coming back from injuries. You got to work out these contract deals. You got to sit these people down. You got to talk to Lamar. Look, you want the big bucks or you want to win? We can give you the big bucks, but you ain't getting no help. You ain't getting no talent. And you got to rely on the draft. And how many rookies coming out of the draft actually starts? You know, you got to be highly talented and have a good football IQ to come out and start. To sit here and look at a defensive setup and know that that's the spy person, that's the person that's blitzing. You know, not too many people could pick up. How many running backs couldn't pick up the blitz last year? They in the wrong spot. They don't know which guy to block. The quarterbacks are getting smashed. I mean, they got a lot of holes to fill. And I mean, the one thing that they got a new strength and coach. I hope he do his part, and I hope he get these guys in shape. I hope he get them shape. The non-contact injuries that they went through last year, we can't do it again. They went through a lot of non-contact injuries, and we can't have that. We can't have that. They don't need to go after the wide receivers. Take the little young group we got and go with it. They don't need to go after no wide receivers. They need another offensive tackle. We need a mauler, like Jonathan Ogden was. We need another mauler. We need somebody that's going to go after the defensive lineman, not wait for him to come after you. Go after him and pancake his ass. Put him on his butt. That's what we need. We need a hungry offensive lineman. That's not going to look on the other side of it. They're going to look on the other side and say, "Damn, you look like a plate of pancakes." And he's hungry. And he's hungry. That's what we need. Because Lamar can show that he can keep the offense on the field. He wants to stay in the pocket and pass. He doesn't want to run, but that's not who he is. They don't let that shit. They should have just let him do. Let him utilize his true talent. Stop making this quarterback or your people do things that you want. Don't change this man. He is who he is. He is what I don't understand. Let's talk college and football. Pro. You got a running back in college and you got a pro running back, right?
Yeah.
The pro running backs do not run the ball as much as they do in college. But yet they say a college running back can't run as much as in a pro. How many 300-plus yard games you see in college? With running backs. How many 200-plus yard games you see in college running back? How many you see in the pros?
It was a heavy pass game in college.
Yeah. Shit. My charger. Sorry.
I mean, right now, and also they are set. The league practically did this to them. Here, Ravens, we giving this to you next season. They have the easiest fucking schedule. And Pittsburgh got the hardest schedule. Why Pittsburgh?
Mm-hmm.
Why? I'm serious. Why is Pittsburgh? I would love someone to answer that question for me, because honestly, the way I feel about the schedule strength, whoever won the Super Bowl, they the only team that should get the hardest schedule.
Real talk.
They should have the hardest schedule. If you won the Super Bowl, they should make your schedule unfucking believable to make the Super Bowl next year. Prove that you are the Super Bowl champion.
Mm-hmm.
Prove it.
I agree.
I didn't even look and see what kind of schedule the Super Bowl team got. I didn't even look and see what kind of schedule the Rams had for that schedule strength was.
I don't know. Hey, we'll do a stream where we talk about each one of our teams, and we'll make predictions right before the season starts, okay?
Big facts, yeah.
But, Darren, if you're done, Punk, you can tell me what you want for your team. How about you just say a whole new – how about this? How about you just say a whole new team?
Nah.
Well, I want to make sure Darian's good before I go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good,
right.
Punk, because your team is doing a lot, so I got to hear this.
Okay. So this is not really a reset. Well, it's more of an extension, but we absolutely have to make sure we extend Terry McLaurin. He's easily one of our best players and someone we have to build
Top
around
10.
and make sure we get a quarterback. So
I think he's a top 5 player on your roster. I'll be honest.
I think he's easily top 3. Argued that he could probably be the best player on our roster right now.
I might give it to your D tackle from this past season because he did.
Jonathan Allen. Yeah, that's fair. I think that's absolutely fair.
I'm not going to.
At
I mean,
least one of them. But
think
yeah,
Jonathan Allen
Terry
has
McLaurin, obviously, he has to be extended. So if that doesn't happen this offseason, then I'm going to worry that he's going to leave us next season. Because remember, he was a 3rd-round pick. I believe this is his final year on his contract because he's already played 3 years. So that, and then free agency. I'm not going to mention any sort of quarterback because that could probably be a video on its own. But for free agency, we absolutely either have to get a wide receiver 2 or a middle linebacker, and the one I'm looking at is the one that's leaving, the Falcons, potentially. I can't remember what his name is. I know it's long and probably hard to pronounce.
Wait, who?
The middle linebacker from the Falcons who's a free agent this year.
Forsett?
Who's a free agent? Who's a free agent for us?
Wait. He has a long name. I don't.
Forsett Luku?
Yes.
Oh,
someone
no,
like him.
We're resigning him.
He said
if they don't resign him,
we're resigning him.
Now Chris is over here. He's like, no, you cannot have.
Dude, he led our team in tackles back-to-back years, dude. Like, dude,
if he somehow doesn't resign with you guys, I would totally want us to make a move on him. But middle linebacker and wide receiver 2 obvious needs, and then let's see. Getting into the draft, we pick at 11. I know a lot of people are saying we have to get a quarterback here. We have to get a quarterback here. No. This is one of the weakest quarterback classes we've had since the 2013 one, was that?
2013 was horrible. It was horrible.
Yeah.
It's probably the worst draft class in the past 15
it's not.
years.
I don't think it's quite as bad, but I feel like either if we don't get a middle linebacker or a wide receiver, that would probably be where I would go with that. Or if there's a falling talent that we absolutely have to get at that spot, then absolutely.
I
And
mean,
I think
honestly, I would like if you guys honestly paired Jamin Davis with Devin Lloyd.
that would be awesome. If Devin Lloyd falls to us, I would love that. And then Jamie Davis is going to be the weak side linebacker, Cole Holcomb strong side linebacker, and then Devin Lloyd right in the middle. That would honestly be ideal.
Honestly, we should all do it. We should do a draft, like the night of the draft. We should do a stream.
Yeah.
Honestly, I really
reaction.
just live reaction. And you know what? I'm gonna have like headphones on. If we fuck this pick up, I'm gonna just chuck him across the room. You're gonna see me go, God damn it!
Yeah, you might break your TV.
Bro.
Don't tempt me.
Stop at the TV.
No. Wait, what was your reaction last year when y'all drafted? Who y'all draft again?
Leatherwood.
Wait,
I
us?
mean,
Yeah,
I wasn't
or who?
pissed because I knew we were gonna draft him at one point. Like when we were about, like it was like the moment we got to our pick, I knew we were drafting old linemen, and I just knew deep down we was gonna fuck that shit up. And you know what we did? We fucked that shit up. You know what? Our own coaching staff doesn't know where we want to put him. We're like, is he a tackle? Is he a guard? We don't know. Figure it the fuck out, because if you don't figure it out if you don't figure it out now, you don't know what you need during during free agency. And you know what? I'll be blatantly honest. He fucking sucks at right tackle. He's a right fucking guard. But you know what? Continue with you, because I'm gonna have a rant about my team.
Oh, I think I've pretty much said all I can. Like basically, although I will say this, if we were to get a quarterback in the draft, it has to be a day 2 pick, because I feel there's not much of a difference between the day 1 projected quarterbacks and the day 2 projected quarterbacks. Like I feel like they all at least need 1 year of development.
Yeah.
Before.
I mean, if y'all really honestly go and draft like Desmond Ridder, I don't think you should be too mad. I think that like 1 year under development.
That's who I want. That's who I want at quarterback if we draft Desmond Ridder, and we're probably gonna get a veteran too if we because I know we're gonna get a veteran quarterback. Ron Rivera wants an experienced quarterback. That's all I know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. If you're done, I'm gonna talk.
I'm done. So
He's
let's
gonna
hear
get Kirk Cousins.
Wait, who?
I said he's gonna go after Kirk Cousins.
Bring back Kirk. Bring back Kirk to Washington.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Gosh.
But
hold on.
Look, you might end up with Jimmy G.
Okay, yeah, the beanie definitely staying on now.
Nah. You know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna tell you right now what's about to happen.
I was waiting for you to do that.
Washington football. I'm sorry.
Commanders.
Yeah, Commander.
Command that name.
The Washington Commanders of 4th place will trade a first.
You really want the beanie on my head, don't you?
Wait a minute. You guys will trade a 1st round pick for Jimmy G.
Nope. Nope, that's it. I'm out. I'm just kidding.
I'm joking. If that happens,
I know.
If that does happen, we should all give a prayer out to Eric here. Anywho, onto my team. So as we all know, the Raiders organization has been sorry as a dumpster fire that just laid itself to fire in the draft. We suck. We fucking suck. I don't know. I think our last great draft pick in the 1st to 2nd round was probably Josh Jacobs. It was Cole Miller, whatever you want to say. Cleveland Ferrell fucking sucks. He's not even going to be on the team possibly next year. Garyon Conley was gone off the team off like 3 years. Alex Leatherwood might be okay, so I'll give him that. You know, we got to wait for his 2nd year. We all know we can't judge rookies by how good they'll be. Damon Arnett, we can judge you because you were fucking ass your whole career. You never should have been drafted in the 1st round. That was a reach like a motherfucker. Thank God we got some smart guys in the front office to actually take over this drafting responsibility. And the guy who was responsible for drafting Roquan Smith and Jalen Johnson and Eddie Jackson. Jalen Johnson and Eddie Jackson. Jeez. So if we can draft the key piece of the defense, I'd be fucking fine with it. I would be okay with like a Morgan Moses at right tackle. I know he's a veteran, but he can stay healthy. I want Mark Lewinsky at guard. That's all we really need along the O line. I'd be fine with going and getting Brandon Cooks if he gets cut, or just trade for a 4th-round pick for him. I'd be okay with Allen Robinson at wide receiver. Like I said, I mean, now we all have this perspective. I think Sony Michel might actually be gone. We'll see what we do at running back, because we all know by committee our new owner is going to want at least one running back that he brought in, so he might bring someone in as free agency. Along the D-line, I've already said it, I want Akeem Hicks at D-tackle. I think him next to Yannick and Crosby would be elite. We just need to fix up the D-line a little, get off of Corey Littleton's $17 million at least, maybe restructure for another, I don't know, figure that out. Restructure it. Do not pay him more than $10 million. But we all know, when did he have his best year? It was in a 3-4 system. So if he plays in a 3-4 system and he succeeds, I'd be fine with it. Nick Kwiatkowski, I think, is almost guaranteed gone. That's like written in stone at this point. Like, there's a chance we just don't want to bring him back. He hasn't had the ability to stay on the field, and I would be fucking fine with him gone. I'm fine. I want him gone. Cornerback, give me J.C. Jackson. Fuck that shit. If we get J.C. Jackson, fuck everyone. I'm telling you, man. We need a second safety that can cover, so I'll take Jabril Peppers. I know that's like a long wish list, but I mean, we have like $50 million in cap space, so I think we can get it done.
What's up?
People want, man, I've heard some people that have been hating on the Raiders saying we're going to go 6-11, 7-10. Kenny?
Bro, I swear, you need to invite this man on the show, bro. This man,
I mean, like, he's a Raider hater, bro. We all know that. Anyways, continuous, right? We're just talking about Raider haters at this point. I think the Raiders, if the Raiders have a great free agency, I think they're a team to watch out for in the AFC. And that's not biased. It's just saying, we just made the playoffs without a head coach and a wide receiver and an old line. If we can get all that fixed up, just saying. I mean, you give Carson weapons. Just saying. He can be a dangerous, dangerous man.
If he have him. He was when he was with Philly. It's just something about Philly that, I don't know, they don't want to win. What the hell?
Who was?
Philly, Carson Wentz. He had weapons when he was with
No,
Philly.
I was talking about Derek Carr. Wait, what? Where did we get Carson Wentz?
I thought I heard you say Carson Wentz.
Oh, no, I said Derek Carr. He was a dangerous, dangerous man. I'm like, wait, he was on Philly? Wait, what's this?
No, not Carr. I like Carr, though.
No, he is. To me,
I like Carr.
To me, he was a top 10 quarterback this year.
All right, Carl is a baller. He get out on that field and he balls. He plays.
But I want this like written. I really think like if the Raiders have a great free agency, I'm calling it. I think we'll make the playoffs, and I think we'll make a run at the AFC Championship. I think we will. Hell, we made a run at the second round this past playoff run. We got you know what? Whether you guys like it or not, we got cheated out by the refs. I think we can all agree that. Those refs were horrendous. I think the Raiders can make their playoff run if they can go get some real good weapons for Carr, who's an elite. I'm not giving him elite, but he's elite in the pocket. So if he keep him in the pocket, he's an elite quarterback. If he can occasionally make plays with his feet, I think he'll be fine. I think the Raiders make the playoffs next year again. Just saying. Give Carr some weapons, get a better defense, get some more depth. Don't sign Devontae Adams. I don't think Devontae's coming to the Raiders. If we don't get him, just give us some depth, and we will be a playoff team.
I mean, yeah, the AFC is going to be tight. It's going to be tight next season. That race is going to be tight.
J.C. Jackson made a post today. This is pretty much one of the last things we'll talk about. He said, I guess they feel like they don't need me. I guess I can't be important to them. I know I am, but they're not showing me. He wants to focus on the offseason right now. He loves the game. If they tag me, I'm going to go out there and play. Whatever happens, I'm taking day by day. I'm saying it day by day, but they have not talked to me about even being at least even paying me any money. Wow, they haven't. They don't want to pay this man.
Wow.
He's,
Yeah,
you know what?
dog.
I said this. I told it. Bill Belichick he pays as much money to any of those guys on that field as much as he pays for his lunch. He is so cheap with his fucking shit, bro. If you want money, you're gone. Bill Belichick, you know what? He doesn't give a damn what you want. He will replace you without any feelings attached, and he will go win games without you. Just say.
True.
He's one of the greatest coaches of all time. That's why I say he's the top 5 coach of all time, I think.
He make changes and he adapt and he always can. He know how to take the strength of his players and utilize it.
I agree. I think he's a great coach, and I think the Patriots will be dangerous for the future. I think they're our team for the future. But
If he's coaching, they will be. When he stepped down, our Patriots is done.
but yeah,
When he stepped down, done.
yeah. I'll be honest. Okay. If we have anything else we want to mention, we can. Other than that, we're probably gonna wrap up here.
Yes, sir.
Great first stream, guys. And Chris,
Oh, yeah.
if you want to come back on, we'll be 9:30. We'll be about 9:30 Saturday night.
I bet most stuff.
Yeah, you guys all fine with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I will. We will all talk. We might talk a little Friday to overview what we will talk about. I'm gonna add you to our group chat. I'm gonna make a new group chat, just us 3 guys, us 4. I'm talking about outside of me, you 3.
Wait, who's the odd man out? I'm just kidding.
Me, I'm out.
Mm.
But anyways,
So you can cancel the other 2 group chats because it's like sometimes I don't even know which one. I look and see which one got the dot on it, who's live, because it's like 3 of them right now. It was created.
Whatever one I'm about to leave, just leave that one, and I'm gonna make a group chat us 4 because Stevie hasn't come on another show. Sebastian doesn't. Oh, where's my stream? Anyways, I'm saying Sebastian really hasn't been on the show yet, but I'll talk to him behind the scenes about that. We're gonna try and at least get some more people added up into this. I think there's another. I think we have another guy that I've talked about before in the past. So I'm gonna get more in contact with him once everything goes on with him, and we'll all talk then. I will see you guys on Saturday night stream. We'll discuss it Friday a little to talk about the topics.
All right, I got one more thing.
Okay.
We want to hear from a controversial person. We want somebody to come up on our live that pretty much I want a person
You want like a Kendra Perkins. I got one for you.
stuck on themselves and stuck on their team so
Dior,
bad,
right? Dior.
so we can ride them, man. I want that.
Chris understood that joke all the way.
I heard what you said.
Right,
No.
your stream
No,
would get
because
bad, bro.
Chris
You've been
knows who I'm
with this.
talking about too, man. Because
Y'all
we got
stream
someone
will
that
get-
just never
Bruh,
agrees with me
your
on
stream will get
anything, no matter
banned.
what I say. And
Yeah.
this guy is as dumb as Kendra Perkins. But we'll all talk then. I'll talk to you guys Friday.
Get them on. You gotta get them on.
Yes, it'll be a movie, bro. if he
You
gets
gotta get them on. That's why I keep every week I say something. Hey, if y'all listening, if anyone out there is from the Bills Mafia, please come on. Please come on. I'm begging you, please.
Hey, anyone from what's that nation called? Who that? Wait, is it?
Who did?
Yeah, who that nation, bro? Not who they, who that? Like,
That's
You want a Saints fan on here?
yeah, Saints
You wanna-
fan.
you wanna
They
talk
bad
about
too.
the Saints?
I was small, man.
They bad too.
Yeah, no. But okay. We'll all keep in talks on Friday night because I'm gonna call up the group chat. We'll talk a little over the overview of Saturday's stream, and I will see you guys then.
All right,
All right, bro. Y'all be easy.
All right, nice meeting
Y'all be
y'all.
easy too, dog.